If Donald Trump's racist attacks on Vice President Harris feel like a rerun of the 2008 or 2012 campaigns against President Barack Obama, it's because that's what it is.
Why doesn't he show his birth certificate? And you know what? I wish he would, because I think it's a terrible pall that's hanging over him.
Nobody ever comes forward. Nobody knows who he is until later in his life. It's very strange. He may have one, but there's something on that person, maybe religion, maybe it says he's a Muslim. I don't know. I have people that actually have been studying it, and they cannot believe what they're finding.
You have people now down there searching, I mean, in Hawaii?
Absolutely, and they cannot believe what they're finding.
Back with me are Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and Matthew Dowd. Matthew, as I recall, President Obama did release his long-form birth certificate, which I, at the time, vehemently objected to. But then he turned around and mocked Donald Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and got bin Laden. It didn't help. It didn't help at all. I mean, literally, birtherism caused President Obama to get the highest percentage of white voters since, like, Carter. It turned white voters off.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's fascinating about this. And I actually don't think right now Donald Trump is being strategic. I just think he can't help himself. He's like your grandfather who's lost his mind, who's now walking the streets, screaming racial epithets at people. And you're like, get in the house, please get in the house. That's where he is today. I mean, it was at some point in time, it was like an entertaining Archie Bunker, right? That's kind of like, oh, it's an entertaining. Some people saw him that. But now he's gone completely full scale into this angry, and I agree with the Congresswoman, fearful, scared, child is what kind of he is in this. And the adult in the room is the vice president. Yeah, he's sundowning. Just to see how incoherent all of this is, Congresswoman. CBS, Donald Trump made campaign donations to Kamala Harris years ago. His campaign said it was proof that he's not racist. This is back in 2020. I'll note that Kamala Harris is a black woman, and he donated to her campaign, said his senior advisor, Katrina Pearson. So I hope we can squash this racist argument. They show a picture of her with her family in India like it's a flex. Why is it that you can easily pick her out in that picture of people who are all Indian, but you can easily tell which one is Kamala Harris and which one is her sister because she's only partially Indian? It is okay. Johnny's one more thing. Some questions about Kamala Harris's eligibility, said John Eastman in an op-ed, the guy who helped steal the election. Donald Trump says about that, I heard today that she doesn't meet the requirements. And by the way, the lawyer who wrote that piece is a highly qualified, talented lawyer. I have no idea if it's right. He's quoting the lawyer. Your thoughts, Congresswoman. She's black.
Listen,
she's not black.
Listen, this idea of I don't know when she turned black, sir, because we know that if she would have applied to be in one of you and your daddy's apartments, y'all would have put a little C by it and she wouldn't have made the cut. So like just cut it. Like, let's stop playing. But also, when it comes down to like Trump being able to pick talent, let's just do a quick evaluation. I mean, when we look at Rudy Giuliani, I know that Rudy Giuliani has lost everything from his law license to his money to his dignity. Heck, he was even losing his hair dye, okay? Like, he has lost everything along with any other lawyer that's ever associated with him. And so now we get to J.D. Vance when he picks a VP running mate. And he also picked another loser, right? Like, because now the single cat ladies are coming for their ticket. Like, I mean, this guy is a loser. And I just need America to step up one more time and remind him, just like they reminded him 4 years ago, that he's a loser and he is only good for entertainment. But when it comes to running this country, we need someone who is serious and who is qualified. And the only person in this race that is serious and qualified is the black woman, and her name is Kamala, for those that have a problem with trying to understand how to actually pronounce her name.
Amen. And Matthew, it's so incoherent that I don't think he realizes that his vice president's wife is not black. So his vice presidential candidate's kids are multiracial. So if you don't understand, so it's like, how are they explaining that to Usha? Like, who's going to explain to Usha that you can only be one race?
Well, that's and then for J.D. Vance to go out today and call the vice president a chameleon for a guy that's changed his names 3 times. He's changed his name 3 times in the course of this. And he's also the one that's on the ticket of the guy he called Hitler. And he calls the vice president a chameleon.
A chameleon.
I mean, I think what this is this is actually the time. It's the best time in America right now because karma is coming. And karma has a name. Karma has a name, and it's Kamala.
And scene. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and Matthew Dowd, thank you so much.